What's up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. Look, man, this is what we on today. A lot of this goes on, man, and everybody that hears this is going to be able to relate to this, man. It's dealing with people who seem to mind everybody's business but their own. You have people that immerse themselves into your problem and not from a standpoint of just sincerely offering advice or an opinion or whatever, but they forcefully try to dictate to you how you should handle the problem. You got, oh man, I'm telling you what you need to do, man. This where you're messing up at. If it was me, you got those kind of people, right? Now the problem is that in a lot of cases, those types of guys and females, they don't even have their own house in order. When I say house, I'm talking about this. It starts here. Then the actual situations in their life represent your house. And the old folks used to say, don't go sweeping on nobody else's porch and your porch is filthy. Make sure you got everything cleared and straight in your own life before you start trying to tell people how they should handle their own problems. And a lot of times these type of people are totally oblivious to how they're carrying themselves. And you can look at some of them because they may be friends, they may be family, acquaintances. So a lot of times the very people who are telling you where you messed up at and how you should be doing this and doing that, you're fully aware of their situation as well. And you look at them and you're like, well, wait a minute. You telling me about my relationship when you don't have a relationship because all your relationships went bad. You telling me about my marriage when you've been divorced 3 or 4 times and it was your fault every time. You telling me about money management when you broke and you have blown every dollar that ever passed through your hands. So, but they are never discouraged from offering you a solution to your problem. You got to be very cautious of these types of people and not let them infiltrate your energy. Because if you make the mistake of, I won't say listening to them, because I even listen. I listen to a fool. I'll listen to him for a little while, but it doesn't mean I have to take and apply what they're saying to me. I may do it for entertainment on a boring day. Or I may do it just to try to decipher what I believe the intentions might be. Because believe it or not, and some of y'all may not agree with this, most of y'all will, because you've been around, we all been around, but there are some people who just really, really good-hearted people that are just oblivious to this. But believe it or not, there are people who actually rejoice in your downfall. Because sometimes you have people who have been doing well for a long time. You've been in a 15-year relationship or marriage, and you and your significant other, y'all are good. Y'all have always done well. Your finances are good. Your children are well-mannered and have been raised well and upstanding citizens. Then you have one bad situation. There are people who really get happy when that man, he finally going through something. They glad to see you finally going through something. And they talk to you like, yeah, that's messed up. Why are you smiling? They like kind of happy that you going through things, man. You got to be careful with those types of folks. And you don't let them infiltrate your energy like that. Plain and simple. A lot of that goes on. You have friends and family who sincerely want to offer you good advice. That's okay. That's all right. Because you know the people who truly care about you and want to see you come out of the problem that you're in, and as opposed to those who clearly are celebrating internally on your struggle. And a lot of y'all don't think that that's real. So if you are one of those types of people who minds everybody's business but your own, then I hope you watch this video with an open mind and an open heart and change those ways. Because the same people who do that to other people would go crazy if somebody was to try to dictate and do that to them. See? It's a lot of us who walk around doing things to people that we would never want people to do to us. Saying things to people that we would lose our mind if they ever said those things to us. Because there's a superiority complex that exists within those types of folks. So be aware of that. And if you are one of those people, again, focus on getting your own self together. Your relationships are bad. Your finances are jacked up. Your emotional status is insane. You're all over the place. You're unstable, mentally, physically, spiritually unstable. You're giving people health advice and you sick all the time. Come on now. We got to get past that. And we got to be self-aware. We have to be self-aware enough to say, you know what, if it's a time where I'm not qualified to speak on a situation, then I'm not going to speak on that situation. I'm not going to do it. I'm gonna let him make. I'm gonna let that one pass. We always got to feel like we know everything. You know, there have been many times that somebody will come to me and ask me for my opinion or advice on something, and I will give it if I feel like I'm qualified to give it. But there have been multiple times as well where somebody will say, "Hey man, Kay, what you think about this, man? Here's what I'm going through," and it's something that's over my, and I'm like, man, to be honest with you, I'm not the best person to ask for that. I don't really know what you're talking about. I've never been in that situation. And that's all right to do. Because giving somebody some bad advice just to prove that you think you know something could really work out bad for that person that you claim is your friend or your family member. So that's all I got to say, man. Y'all leave y'all comments below. I'm sure that everybody has gone through this on some level. Mind your business. And for those who may need advice and need help, seek it out from those who really have pure and sincere intention of helping you get through the problem. All right, man. This your big brother, K-Rino. Catch y'all later. Peace.